Right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV. Here for a little video we're going to trial out. It's called West Ham Fan TV Live and Uncut. We want to do more live videos, obviously. And we're just trialing a few things out in the summer, why it's less busy and all that. Let me tilt my camera. There we go. I've got a little microphone here, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. I better tweet the link out. I don't even think anyone's here yet. Anyway,
I've just done it.
Hey, you just done it?
Just done it.
All right, well, I've got my old mate Ryan here. We used to do a radio show, Ryan, so back to familiar surroundings, but we're in separate houses.
Yeah, just no biscuits.
No biscuits, yeah, that's right, yeah. Right, well, listen, I'm just going to wing this because I have no idea what we're going to talk about, just West Ham in general. Let's talk about, first of all, the transfer window that's been ongoing. We've made a couple of signings. Fornal was joined last week. What do you make of him?
I'll be honest, mate. Just what I said on the social. I don't really know much about him. I know he played last night for Spain's under-21s. But I didn't even see that. But from going on what people are saying about him in Spain, he's very, very highly rated. Apparently, Arsenal are after him. There's a lot of Arsenal fans that are upset that they never got him. So I think, what's that Spanish commentator's name? Is it Balogun,
yeah.
Yeah, apparently he was saying that he's surprised that Barcelona didn't go in for him, and West
Really?
Ham a real steal. So yeah, look, it's like any new signing. You can't wait to see him play.
Yeah, do you know what? He's someone that I hadn't heard about, but I've heard really, really good things. I don't know. I don't know what to make. It could be one of them ones that flop. Hopefully not. But he excites me. He looks like, I know, look, YouTube makes everyone look decent, but at the end of the day, you know, there's a mystery about this kid, and he could be the next big thing.
Yeah, he could be like the next Lanzini, or he could be like the next Gökhan Tour. You know,
He could be the next. Yeah.
I was raving about him when we signed him, and look how he turned out. So I'm looking. Look, as I said on the social, I trust Pellegrini. Like, he obviously rates him. The director of football as well rates him. So it'd be interesting. It'd be good.
Yeah. He's someone that I really, you know, I really think that's gonna excite the fans. He looks like he can pick out a pass. He looks like he can make things happen. And when you've got like Lanzini on top of that, then someone's saying turn your mic up, Ryan. I don't know how you're going to do that. Better? Is that better?
Better?
I don't know. I can't even see the chat. But yeah, when you look at Lanzini and the new guy, what's the new guy's name? Do you remember the new guy?
Oh, what? The
one that we've just put a bid in for 10 million. Do you remember him?
No.
I can't remember his name now. I was looking at it all day. Jordan. Yeah. When you look at him, I think that's what we've looked in sort of lack of is create. Joan Jordan, that's it. Joan Jordan. Someone's just reminded me in the chat. Joan Jordan. When you look at what we've lacked in the last few years, you know, it's the creativity, especially when people like Lanzini have been injured. You know, people like Wilshire's been on you know, the sidelines for so long, and you're basically playing with three workhorses, sort of like
we had didn't we?
Yeah, we just seem to let, you know, it all seems to. I think that's where Anderson falls down a little bit when we ain't got no creativity in midfield, and it all falls down to him. And you know, I don't think he gets, you know, he takes that role on too well. And I think that's a bit of creativity, but it looks like we're sort of starting to, we're starting to address that. You know.
Yeah, one thing is like with us, we need a bit of luck. Every time we get a good signing in, we can never get our best team out. And you imagine, like, look at the attacking options we'll have next season. And if we can get Jack Wilshere fully fit as well, it's exciting time, especially for Pellegrini, because it's a good headache for him to have. It's, as a manager, that's what you want. You don't want to be looking at your bench and you've only got 3 fully fit midfielders and the rest are struggling. You want 6 or 7 fighting for them positions.
We need competition, and I think that's what we've definitely lacked over the last few years. Is like real competition. You know what I mean? We've had sort of like a mainstay in midfield. Declan Rice has obviously come up over the last couple of years, but you know he's going to be a mainstay in there. But in the terms of like when Lanzini's fit, he plays. When Noble's fit, he plays. You know, we've got no other options, and I think that's what he's starting to give himself a little bit. His options.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and like you said, you've got players like Anderson as well. Yarmolenko to come back. You know, he's going to be like a brand new signing.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? I don't know whether you're going to agree with me, and I'm sure the chat. I'm looking forward to seeing a fit again, Winston Reid slotting into that defence at times. You know, with either Diop or Balbuena, because I think, you know, we all sort of think of Reedy as a crock and all that sort of thing, but he'd be like a new signing this year. You know what I mean? He's had the whole year out, and if he comes back in any sort of form, you know, we've got a great backup there.
Yeah. No, just before we go on, mate, I don't think you're coming up on the screen. I think
What?
it's me.
Oh right, there we go. Actually, I think I have to change it manually. I haven't quite worked it out yet.
This is what I love about live TV. What can go wrong?
Yeah,
you're back on now.
Yeah, but
no, as I say, like as you're saying with Winston Reid, it's good competition. I mean, I've seen some people say that we should just get rid of Winston Reid. I don't see why. He is a top quality defender,
and he won't bring anything. He won't bring any. He won't bring any value.
What, to the back four now?
No, he won't bring any money. If we sold him, if we got rid of him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, what are you going to get for him? Probably maximum 5 million, if that.
No, if that. I mean, I'd probably talking 2, 3.
But no, look, we've all big fans of Winston Reid over the years. It's been a tough time for him. You know, I don't think this is probably the longest spell he's ever been out with an injury in his whole football career. So, but I've seen videos of him. You know, he's working hard in pre-season. Jack Wilshere as well, and that's what I like. That's what we want to see as fans. You want to see these players. You want to see Jack Wilshere train. You don't want to see him sitting falling out of nightclubs and things like that, because the fans are just going to get on his back.
Darren Clarkson's just said Reid hasn't played in 18 months, and now how will he fit playing in the high line Pellers likes to play?
Yeah, no, it's going to be tough for him, because he's got to obviously come back in, and he's got to try to push Diop and Balbuena out of the first team. But what a good backup option to have, as long as he can get back to match fitness, which is going to be tough, because if he's not playing, he's not going to get match fitness. So this is where pre-season, if he can play as many games as he can in pre-season, then who knows? You know, he might come back a better player and push Balbuena out of the team, or Diop.
JM just said in the chat, did you guys see that Jack Wilshere documentary? I feel sorry for that. Do you know what? I haven't watched it yet.
I watched
Where is it?
I watched it. It was a great documentary. It was only 10 minutes long, you know, but it just showed Jack Wilshere behind the scenes, and he spoke about his time when he was out injured with Arsenal. That it weren't always injuries. His son suffered from seizures, so that's why he sort of fell out of love with football. But yeah, listen, Jack Wilshere can be a massive player for us next season, as long as he stays fit. And fingers crossed he does, because if he can push himself back into not only our first team, but push to get in that England team, because that's what England are lacking as well. Someone like him.
Yeah, they've struggled a little bit, England, over the last couple of weeks, haven't they? They obviously crashed out that whatever tournament that was. I don't know what it was. Not important, but a lot of people saying we've been worked out.
Yeah, what, England? Yeah. No, yeah, it was when you go into a midfield with a tournament with Declan Rice and Fabian Delph, it's difficult. Players like Rice need players like Wilshere around him to make them both better players. So it's going to be interesting, you know. It's I mean, I can see in the comments people saying top 6 finish. I mean, look, we'd all love that, but it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it always will be difficult to get a top 6 finish. What else we got this week? Bids. All reports that we've bidding for people, then reports that we haven't had bids accepted. Maxi Gomez is high on the list, obviously. What are you made of all this?
Yeah, I mean, Maxi Gomez, I see his comments about he won't join West Ham unless he's guaranteed to be the main man. Well, for me, like, I can understand what he's saying, but he's got to come in and prove that he's the main man. He can't just demand that he's got to play every week, because what if he turns out to be shit? You know, he can't have it in his contract. He's got to start because he's shit.
Imagine Zaza would have been like that.
Yeah, well, no, he's got to come in and he's got to push Arnautovic. He's got to get him out that first team and prove. But look, Valencia are interested in him. There's rumours that they want more money. What do we do? Do we put all our eggs in one basket and go out for him, or do we look elsewhere?
Simon Roberts just said in the chat, do you fancy Mitrovic? And Adam G said, what about Harry Wilson? Who's Harry Wilson?
It might be Callum Wilson, or is Harry Wilson? Is that the one at Derby? Or
maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't really know. 20 million apparently. Hello?
Why are you popping up on the screen?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It just looks like I'm talking and your voice is coming out.
What are your expectations for Lanzini this upcoming season regarding happiness with the club and wages? Now, that's a big thing that's come up, isn't it? The Lanzini thing. Apparently banding around for more wages within the last year of his contract or so. I've always been the same with these players, mate. I say if they start doing that, it's time to go.
You sound like Claude then. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Time to go. No, yeah, I'm the same as you, mate. I was the same with Arnautovic in January. If they don't want to play for West Ham, then let them go. Look, Lanzini on his days is a top quality player, but we haven't seen the best of Lanzini. I know he's been injured, but when he come back, he wasn't all that for me. He went missing in games sometimes, but the thing is with Lanzini, he sort of relishes playing with better players. So when you get 4-0s in Yarmolenko, it'd be interesting to see all them together.
Yeah.
Pellegrini said that Lanzini is one of his main men. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I don't like seeing players, demanding this and demanding that. And we've got the situation with Diop now as well. That I've heard tonight that he wants to go and play Champions League football. So I don't know why he wants being linked with Man United, because they're not in the Champions League.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like the Arnie excuse, isn't it? I want to play Champions League football and wants to go to China. He's had a bit of a sniff of a big club coming in for him. Look, you have to take these things with a pinch of salt until you actually see these players saying these things. But for the money that, I'll be honest with you, this might not be a popular opinion, for the money that we're getting banded around, I'm not talking about the players, like the players that have been sort of like, I don't think anyone knows who the players actually are that they're offering. But like, Phil Jones and
so yeah, someone said 45 million plus Phil Jones. I think I'll just take the 45 million and not Phil Jones.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You don't want someone like Phil Jones.
You know what? I'll be honest with you, though. Phil Jones, he's only 27. He's not as bad as what people think. So if they offered 55, say, and Phil Jones, you've got to start thinking about it, because West Ham are not the sort of club to turn down £55 million for one of their players.
Well, this is the thing. Sometimes you have to, you have to speculate to accumulate, as you say. We picked up Diop for 22 million or 23 million, I think. I'd love to keep him. There's no way on earth I'd want to swap him for someone like Phil Jones. But you've got to look at like the Tottenham model when they sort of, had to sell Bale. They got forced to sell Bale for £100 million, and they used that money to reinvest into the squad. They had a lot of. Don't worry, they got a lot of flops. They got like Soldado, who turned out to be a flop, but they also got Christian Eriksen, who is now banded to be worth more than Bale. Obviously wants to leave Tottenham this summer, but they've built something into a team that's got into a Champions League final. Now, if you're talking about £60 million for a defender who like at times last year, Ryan, I don't think he looked very comfortable without Balbuena there. But then at other times, he looked absolutely world class at times. You know what I mean? But he's only young. He's obviously gonna be coming on a little bit. But would you take sort of like if they come back and say, right, 60 million plus whoever? I don't even think it'll be a defender. Imagine they turn around and said like 60 million and Martial or something like that. You know?
Oh yeah, look, if they offered my mate Lee, my mate Lee, you know Lee Barry.
Yeah, yeah.
He's saying we can have Mustafi and Ozil from Arsenal.
Oh, you're
He's
right.
desperate. He's desperate to get rid of them. But no, look, with Diop, look, he's got the potential to be a world class defender and go to the very top.
Look, Darren, sorry, mate. Darren Clarkson just made a great point in the chat. If Maguire is worth £90 million, what's Diop worth?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
£90 million for Maguire's a joke.
Yeah. Look, Maguire is a good defender, but he's not £90 million. But that's the price you pay nowadays for these sort of players. It's ridiculous. It's how long until we see a £1 billion player? That'll be Declan Rice in 5 years.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But you know, what was I saying?
Terence Crane just said, Ryan, is the Maxi Gomez deal off?
I don't know, mate. The thing is with Maxi Gomez, it's the same as for now. I've never seen him play. I don't really watch a lot of Spanish football. My main focus is the English Premier League, and I watch more the Championship than I do Spanish football. But maybe I should start watching Spanish football because I might find a bit more like a little gem or something. But he's young. He's 22. We've been linked with that other player as well, haven't we? The French boy, Claude Maurice.
Claude Maurice, yeah.
I mean, he looks a great talent, and Arsenal are linked with him now. So it's good. As I was saying earlier, what a statement it would be if West Ham just said, no, Diop's not for sale at any price. We're building something here, and we move on. But then you don't want that situation where Diop starts throwing his toys out of his pram saying he wants to go. He wants to play for Man United.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? You know, you get into that situation where when these clubs start sniffing, then you have to sort of like start listening, because if they don't, it's sort of good. We've seen it with Arnautovic last year. As soon as he started, people come around and started sniffing. You know, we had to sort of start listening to offers for him, and I'm always of the same way. You know, I mean, I know Diop's come out this week and said, you know, I'm happy for you know at least another year, but I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I want to hear I'm happy. That's it.
No, yeah, what I want to hear is I want Diop to say, yeah, I want to play Champions League football. I want to get West Ham into the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
Within 2 or 3 years, because the foundations that Pellegrini's building now with the team he's getting, that's a team that should be challenging for the tops for Europa League at least. You know, it should be. But it don't always work out like that. We know that as West Ham fans. It don't always work out like that.
The American,
we're probably began into that last weekend of the season needing a point to stay up or something.
The American Hammers TV is in here posting clown emojis because that's what I was doing on their live stream when Dan was on there. Old school Paul, novelist. Do you think that it's a bit early? We've been waiting for and hearing Cup Run to no extent. So he's saying that we've been hearing about cup runs for years and years and years, and we'll never take one. Would you take a top 6 finish or a cup run, Ryan?
Listen, as a fan who's never seen us win a major trophy, obviously I want to win a cup. I think if you offered any West Ham fan every year 14th place, but you have a good cup run and you win a cup every few years, you'd probably take that. But then what people say about the next step? The next step for us is Europe. We need to start competing in Europe, in the Europa League. I'm not saying against the big boys because the big boys are in the Champions League, but you still get some big teams in the Europa League. I mean, our last European eventual didn't end great, did it? We lost to Astra Gugu.
Well, the last two. Same way.
But the last one was pretty bad, you know. So, yeah, it's about moving up the league and it's about competing with bigger and better teams.
Liam M is saying we've blocked him. Liam, we haven't blocked you, mate. It's just that if you swear in the chat, it blocks the chat automatically.
Have you been blocking people?
No, he's calling us dickheads, so it's just blocking it automatically. He stopped calling us dickheads, mate. He won't block you.
That's not nice, is it?
No, the new kit come out this week, mate. What do you think of that?
I'll be honest with you. When I see the the away one's unbelievable. One of the best away kits I've seen for a long time.
I'm gonna go as far to say as that is the best.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, the favourite. I always love light blue with claret hoops, but no, that for me is a beautiful shirt. The home shirt, I'll be honest with you, I see it yesterday in the club shop. I don't really like it that much. I think the bit at the top should have had claret stripes across it.
You're right.
I'm not really a big fan of the home one. So if I'm going to get one, it's going to be the away kit.
Umbro have been threatening to send us one. They're looking to see if they can get us one so we can have a good look at it. And have a wear of it and whatever. But when they do send them, mate, we'll give it to someone on the chat, I'm sure. I love the away shirt. I don't wear football shirts, as you know. I can't stand wearing them. I don't want to squeeze myself into one. I'm a big old lad. They never fit me quite right, and I've seen some some pictures on Twitter over the last couple of weeks where a couple of people they don't quite complement their shape. I'm going to say that as nice as I can.
Yeah, white's a tough one, isn't it?
White is a tough one.
White's a tough colour. You got to have a nice figure for a tight white shirt.
Yeah, and I ain't quite there yet. I am on a weight loss journey, which I'm doing quite well on. So hopefully in the next year or so, I'll be able to sort of rock one of them little white.
Skimpy little numbers.
Yeah, skimpy little numbers, and I'll be rocking it. But I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it because that's my aim. Is I want to get into it and look decent. Your old mate Lee's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I can see he's causing trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's an Arsenal fan, so
he's winding us up. No,
yeah.
He's all right.
Somebody just said they prefer this season's away kit, the sort of greenish, bluish,
the teal one.
Yeah.
I
like that kit, but
yeah, it was something different.
Yeah, I like that kit, but I don't think it's anything. Nicky talking about Denver West Ham. I don't know what that means. High levels of good fat and protein, low refined carbs and sugar, and you will be fine. Thanks, Maxi. I appreciate that, mate.
Advice. That's the best advice we've ever had on West Ham Fan TV.
Probably, yeah. I thought you'd lost a bit of weight, Nicky. Keep it up. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that. What else we got? You got anything from this week?
I'm just trying to think of what else there's been, really. It's been mainly transfers and that, really, isn't it? And, I mean, the Diop situation as well. That was one that sort of come out of the blue, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting that. I was just sitting there watching Sky Sports News. The yellow bar flashes up. I see West Ham and I think, oh, who we signed? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Diop. Diop's going.
Yeah. It has been mostly transfers. Maxi Gomez. Somebody asked in the chat earlier, who else would you consider?
What, to come in?
Yeah.
I think we need to strengthen in midfield. I think we need another central midfielder. Someone to take a little bit of pressure off of Declan Rice, because Declan Rice next season for me is going to be the main man who's going to sit there and do what he does, win the ball. But we need someone else as well. We've got Mark Noble, obviously, but I think we need a bit of height in there as well. You know, I mean, people were talking about Aaron Moy the other day. He's not the tallest player in the world. He'll be a good addition to West Ham. You know, he likes to play football. He can ping a ball. He likes to play football. But the main focus as well is the striker situation, because we've obviously got rid of Carroll, Perez. Hernandez looks like he's going to go. And yeah, that just leaves an out of it, really.
Who would you get rid of, mate?
Who would I get rid of?
Personally, who would you? If someone said, "Yeah, mate, you're in charge for the next month till the transfer window shuts."
With what's left, I mean, I'd like to see us ship out. You know, players like Obiang. I want to see us move on from these players. They've been with us for a few years now. They've done well, but the level we want to move up to, we've got to start replacing these players with better players. And I don't like slating players like that much, but you have to. Football moves on. Even for Mark Noble, you know, Mark Noble will have to eventually be faded out of the team in the next couple of years. So we have to already look for a replacement for him already.
Somebody's just said Sturridge is on a free. Would you bring him in?
Yeah, you've got Daniel Sturridge and Danny Welbeck as well, who would be on a free. And out of the two, I'd probably take Sturridge over him, but he's another injury-prone player.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Sturridge is. If you was looking at Sturridge and Welbeck, they've probably spent more time out on the sidelines than Andy Carroll.
Yeah, I mean, someone's just said here about Snodgrass as well. I see someone the other day saying about Snodgrass. I thought Snodgrass done well last season, but is it time for these players to start moving them on? You know, another one is Antonio. Personally, I wouldn't want to see Antonio go, but it's will it raise enough money for us to bring in better players?
I don't know. That's the problem, isn't it? You never know. You don't know with the owners. That's the problem.
What's that? Someone just giving us $1.99.
Maybe they want you to go and buy a
okay.
AFC meal or something.
I'm going to go and get a couple of McFlurries for that.
Josh, I appreciate that, mate. But it's a great channel. Come on, you irons. I do appreciate that. $1.99.
I didn't know they could do that.
No, neither did I.
Someone slip a 50 in now. I'm joking. Yeah, but it's half pint. Yeah, that's what we could get, Jacob, an half pint. Oh, unless you go up London, it's about $5.99 for half a pint.
So what we said, hold on, let's have a look, see what we can talk about here.
Yes, Rondon. Rondon's a good shout.
Yeah, do you know he's available for quite cheap as well? It's about 16 million, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at West Ham's website here to see what we can talk about. What's that? YouTube take 30% of it? Fuck yeah, that's only one McFlurry. Then you can't have one.
I'm off the McFlurries anyway.
Obviously, it was 8 years ago yesterday. Kevin Nolan signed for us. I mean,
how many years?
8 years ago yesterday.
No way.
Do you think he was harshly treated by the fans? Some of the fans.
Oh, Ruben Bloss just give us a pound. What's going on here? We're going to be able to quit work by the time we finish this chat.
I'm standing all night.
Do I think he was harshly treated? Yeah, he was harshly treated at the end. And do you know what? I wouldn't even lie to you. I was one of them. Do you know what I mean? I was one of them that was. But I do appreciate that. Like, although I was a bit harsh on him, and but by the time he went, he shouldn't have been playing. It weren't his decision that he was playing. You know what I mean? He weren't.
I always appreciate that when he joined us, we was on our knees. He dropped down from the Premier League from Newcastle, come in, steadied the ship, and he got us back up. He was a great captain for West Ham, and in the end, yeah, his legs went. But as you said, it wasn't his fault that he was picked. But one player here is trying to catch up with this chat is mad, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy.
There's one Balotelli on a free. Would you take that? We love a mad Italian at West Ham, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Years ago, we obviously made the best of the guys that we did sign. But Balotelli, I think this down. I mean, I don't know. He's on a free for he's been free for the last 3 clubs he's played for, and there's a reason for that. Do you know what I mean? He obviously comes with
got a lot of goals in his last club.
H. Huss says Balotelli's shite, but I'm gonna show that one because
Balotelli just for the entertainment.
Edward Webster, the spammer's giving it large. I don't know how we're giving it large, mate. We're talking about Balotelli coming in on a free. But
Danny Ings, that ain't Gio, is it?
Danny Ings. Danny Ings. Fixtures come out this week, Ryan. Oh, that's another thing we could talk about. Fixtures this week.
Manchester City at home.
6 out of 6 years. The top 6 we've played in the last 6 years. But do you know what? I was sitting there thinking to myself, this is a bit of a stitch up. You know what I mean? Like 6 years, got the top 6 times. Although like Tottenham weren't a top 6 team by the time they when we played them, they was sort of like 7th or 8th at the time. But he was saying to me, you know, the best one is to play a team like that is when you're fresh, when they're not quite at it, and when you've got new players, so they can't quite work you out yet. Do you know what I mean? So he made a good point, but he said the running we've got, he's never that bad. It gets a bit sticky in about September, October, I think, or whatever. But apart from that, he said the run is never that bad.
I mean, when you look at our fixtures from the first game of the season up until the end of September, we've got Man City at home, then we go to Brighton, then we go to Watford, then Norwich at home, then we go to Aston Villa, then we play Manchester United at home, and then Bournemouth away. I mean, out of that, I mean, you get on a good run there. By the end of September, you find yourself well in the top half of the league. So it's about getting off to a good start, and we couldn't have got a worse team than Man City because they are the best team in England. But as you said, opening day, anything can happen. Early kickoff as well. We usually do well on early kickoffs. We had a few good results last year in early kickoffs against the big boys. I remember Man United was an early kickoff. Arsenal was an early kickoff. Chelsea, we got a 0-0 as well at home. So it's about how we start, but it's a difficult one.
Jacob Stutz donated 79, but people are donating. I didn't even know you could do that on here. He's donated 79p and said, "Come on, you irons, come on." That's a chocolate bar of anyone's money.
I think that's what that Edward meant about spammers. What's all this going on here? I thought my eyes were going funny.
I don't know. Can I block them out?
Don't do it because you'll probably delete us off. We'll have to do that for next time.
I'll try and work out how you kick people off the chat, and we'll get them off the chat next time. Yeah, I can see what's going on. It's all nonsense in there.
What fixture are you looking forward to the most?
Brighton and Bournemouth away.
I'm looking forward to Arsenal at home.
It's your wedding day.
No, I'm joking. Sheffield United away, I'm looking forward to. I think that's going to be a tasty game, tasty atmosphere.
I just don't know the. I don't know what. I don't like. You know what I'm like, right? I don't like the travelling. You know what I mean?
It's Sheffield's not that bad though. It's only 3 hours away. But it'd be good. But we play them at home first. Before we play them away. So that'd be interesting. I can imagine there'd be a lot of Carlos Tevez masks on Amazon being bought.
I'm definitely going to get one of you.
Yeah.
They've blamed us for the last 15 years since it gone down. How many years ago is that now?
I might even relocate and run round to 114 and stand next to them, and it's gonna be good. But there's loads of fixtures. I mean, Boxing Day, Crystal Palace away. As much as I'd love to have been at home, if you're gonna give us an away game on Boxing Day, give us a London derby, and Crystal Palace away is one of my favourite London derbies because we usually get something now.
What is all this spam going on? How do you kick these people out? I'm not having this. This is nonsense. I'm gonna have to. Do you know what? When Dan's about, I know he's in a spin class or something at the minute. So when he's about next time, I'm gonna get him to start kicking these people out. I don't know. I mean, how even do they find us? Do you know what I mean?
Someone's just donated £5.
Nate, thank you very much, mate. Listen.
I don't even know where that money goes.
I know the why. You're putting your money in somewhere. Dan's probably got it up the gym. Report and block, Nicky. I'll try and do that, mate. If I can. I don't really know how to do it. Ribery to Sheffield. Yeah, dream on. Actually, we wrap it up there. We've got about a tenner, so we're going to go to the pub.
Unless anyone wants to chuck anything else in. I don't mean more money.
Let's go. As it happens, mate, let's go to the chat.
Any questions?
Any questions? Anyone got anything to talk about?
I'll have a look, see if there's any breaking news.
There's loads of people in this chat. I really appreciate the people in the chat. I don't appreciate this geek that keeps on speaking in Arabic, but
it's it's good. It's our first time doing this, so we're trying to do it more often. And
do you know what I'd like to do in the future? I don't know whether anyone would like to do this. Like, let me know in the chat if you would. But I might have someone sort of like vetting people, and we'll get people into the rooms to sort of like chat as well.
Yeah.
Bring up a topic and chat. So tell me in the chat whether you'd like to do that. If anyone would ever like to join us on the chat, talk about a subject, then you know. Callum Ali Khan says VAR thoughts.
Oh, don't get me started on
It's like bollocks twice nearly, didn't it?
Yeah, my feelings on VAR. I'd rather not have it. But listen, it's gonna be one of them ones. It's gonna swings and roundabouts. It's gonna go for some weeks, and some weeks it ain't. If they can get it working proper, and then yeah. But I'm not really for VAR, if I'm honest.
Novelist says, what do we need more, a centre midfielder or a striker?
A striker. I'd say,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's our main.
Bush says, it's possible that Ryan is talking long way from his mic.
Do you know what? My voice is starting to go. My voice is starting to go a bit. So yeah, I ain't shouting as much, but I'll get a mic. I'll get you got one from Top of the Pops in 1980s, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Look at mine. Like, I can sing you a song. One day I'll crack out a tune on this microphone, this bad boy. You know what I mean? Well, little bit of a secret as an exclusive. We're thinking about doing a podcast next year, so I thought I'd better get myself a better microphone.
Karaoke.
Elite Ghost says, Nicky, do you think Diop should go? Ryan, do you think Diop should go?
No, I'd like to keep Diop unless it's a silly offer. And if they come back with something like 65, 70 million, yeah, of course you're going to take that. We're not that sort of club that can turn down that sort of money.
Mbappe to Liverpool.
That'd be interesting.
Mbappe to Liverpool, really? Liverpool? Can they afford him?
Probably.
Gareth Bale on loan, Maxi de Lavine. Nicky, if we beat West Ham, would you then sing a song on the microphone? Who beats West Ham? I thought it was West Ham. Nicky, we don't want to see you crack one out.
I've seen that a few times in the hotel room.
We've been in holiday together.
One morning I woke up and I didn't know what was going on.
Ian Smith says a Ryan striptease.
Jesus,
you got a shirt on under there.
I saved that for the Christmas.
I was wondering why. Okay, ignore me. No Bale then. Yeah, Maxi Delavine says Gareth Bale on loan.
Yeah. Oh, what for us? Of course. Then again, would he get in front of Snodgrass?
Dan hair transplant.
We should put. You know what? Have you know Rise of the Foot Soldier, Tony Tucker wig?
Yeah, we should get one of them, shouldn't we? Next season.
Or just glue like a Ronald McDonald wig on top of him.
Kasim Elliott Khan says, Nick, what chant for formals? I don't know what that means.
Formals? What? Fornals, I think.
Fornals. Okay. I thought that was some sort of group, like the Mods or something. Formals. We've got Fornals.
Silly Fornals.
Yeah, that's all I know. Who gets relegated this season from Petito 100?
Norwich. Who else come up? Sheffield United, Norwich, and do you know what? I think there's going to be a surprise this year. I think there's going to be a big team go down. I don't mean like top 6 team, but I mean like someone like I think Bournemouth might struggle this season.
Newcastle, maybe.
I said big club. I'm joking. No, I think someone like Bournemouth might struggle a bit this year, as long as it ain't us.
Look, someone's just said Nicky that mic. He said Nicky that mic, and he's pointing and laughing. This mic is a blue mic. I'm going to put a claret here, so it says claret and blue.
We just got another $5. I feel like I'm on like
strike it lucky. Press the screen. Yeah, someone's going to donate a trip to the Bahamas or something.
You'll have to look into where all this money's going to.
Yeah, people are just donating. Like, thank you very much, but I really don't know where this goes. Yeah, I really don't know.
Look into it. $2. $2.
I'll tell you what we do. for now, because it's coming in thick and fast, we'll donate all this to Isla Kate, and I think.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. We find out if they're donate it straight to Isla.
Yeah, we'll put all the money that you're donating into Isla Kate and fun. Thanks very much, guys. The next one we're not going to do, though. We're going to go out on a piss with it. I'm only joking. All right, so that's it, mate.
Yeah. We're trying to do this at least twice a week.
Yeah, I think we're going to go like next season, guys. If you've been watching the channel, we've been trying to have a bit of a revamp. We're trying to sort some things out for next season. With like just having a revamp of the channel, and the live stuff is something that we want to do more often. We want to get more people on. As I said, we want to do a vetting system. So when Dan comes back, it was a bit short notice tonight, and he's gone to his aerobics class or whatever he's gone to. But when we get him back, I want to start vetting people so people can come on, ask their questions, and discuss it with us. That'd be great. Facebook heads up, lads. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we want to do that sort of stuff. We want to do this twice a week, maybe once before the game on a Saturday. We're bringing post-match pint back next year. We want to do more live stuff. We want to get. We're looking for someone new, as it happens, to come in and do some stuff. So we're going to be
and
like.
And we're going to look at the new venue.
Yes, we've got a new venue for post-match pint. We're going to go and have a look at that. We've got loads of new content sort of coming up as well. We want to do loads of new things, but yeah, we are trying to make that transition. As I said, like last year, I was very disappointed with some of the Kasim Ali Khan, higher ex-West Ham employee. I don't think we could afford him, mate. Honestly. Post-match pint is class. Yeah, but we've got new venue for that. We lost the studio. It's confirmed that it's gone now.
It's all smashed up.
Yeah, it's gone. It's going to be.
Did anyone get Graham out of the cupboard?
I think he's still in there, mate.
He's crushed.
Yeah, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be just loan ex-West Ham employee then. Yeah, we'd love to have him on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. He's got his own thing going on. But we'll
have to unmask him.
We're going to be sort of offering sort of like audio versions of things so you can listen to it on a train. Someone just said, get Dom on. Jesus Christ, I talked to that guy enough. Bring back FIFA. You'll be very surprised. It is coming back. But yeah, it's like all this live stuff. We want to do more of this live stuff. We want to do more sort of fan interaction over the internet. We can get more people in that way. We're looking for more people to come in and
is it true you're going to be singing with Claude and Ty?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm gonna be singing with Claude and Ty. We're gonna be singing the green grass of home.
I can imagine Claude as well.
Or you know that song by the Black Eyed Peas, the one that goes, "Shut up, just shut up, shut up." We're gonna be singing that. Me, them. It's gonna be them two going at each other. Shut up, shut up, shut up. But yeah, we're having a big revamp. So look forward to it. I look forward to seeing all you guys through the summer. We're trying to keep up to date with the content. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us, I suppose.
More of Graham and his eyebrows.
I want to get Graham back.
I don't.
What, you had enough of him?
No, I'm joking. I miss Graham. I love Graham.
Yeah, I do. What does that say? Nick, you're speaking into the packet. And you can hear me all right though, because it's on a condenser, so it should be. Is that a bit better? No, it should be. It should be fine. Should be fine. Kasim Ali Khan says, "Love you, Nick." Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Then we've been rambling on for nearly an hour now.
No, no, and people still ain't bored yet. No, but what should we do? Thursday?
Nicky always ignored Graham. Listen, Ian, I speak to Graham every single day. Every single day.
Get Sean Whetstone.
Kasim Ali Khan just said, get Sean Whetstone. I'd like to get Sean Whetstone in an headlock. That's what I'd like to get Sean Whetstone.
What, Ryan, are you going to do on the social? I've already done on the social. It's already up on the channel. But yeah, I'll be doing this week's one on Thursday. Is it Thursday I'll do them?
Yes.
It's Thursday, isn't it? So yeah. So get your questions in.
American Hammers TV. He said earlier, I was going to mention it, but he was talking too much. Thanks for everything you've done with us. Looking forward to working with you in the future. Yeah, we'll have you on, mate. We'll have you on one of these live shows. We're not as polished as you.
No, they're professional.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we'll definitely have you on at some point. We
so
don't even know how to work this Google Hangouts thing. So
they're so good. They got Dan. They made Dan silent at the beginning of their video. You couldn't hear him.
that was the best thing I've ever seen.
Ryan, thoughts on Anthony Joshua? He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be number one again.
Where's he going to go back to?
Top.
Back to giving a good idea. I like that. Look, I don't like boxing, as you know. Ryan's the boxing man. I don't like boxing, but I like that. What I've been seeing from the Gypsy King, he's been looking tidy, mate. Very tidy.
Yeah, Tyson Fury, mate. He's making noises, and it was a great performance on Saturday night. He come out to like Apollo Creed, living in America. So it went down well out there, and I'd love to see him fight Joshua. It'd be a massive fight for not only the British public but the world. It'd be great, but someone needs to shut Deontay Wilder up as well, and I think Fury will do that in his next fight.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We're going to stop it there.
Right, mate.
All right, mate. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back again. I'll be back with more transfer videos, and Ryan will be back with On the Social this week. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back again soon. One thing left to say.
Right over left. Come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.